Hi guys, this is another process video. This one is for Punch Out Thursday to die for, with all my scrappy friends, and all their websites will be in the description box below. Now I wanted to start with this Vicki Boutin's foundation paper and this Vicki Boutin stencil, because what I wanted to do is use this picture of my daughter, which was when she was 5, and it was Easter, and I wanted to use this picture, but I want like the surrounding to be like flowers and, you know, like the vase right here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this Razzle Dazzle Berry on the background. I'm going to use Goldilocks, and I'm going to use the purple peony, I think. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's a creamy. So I'll have to put some water in here to make it I might not even use it, but we'll see. Anyways, my Punch Out Thursday is going to be with this little guy right here. This is a die cut of a heart, and it's one of my heart stencils, and I'm going to use these hearts to create flowers, and I got them right here. And I'm also going to cut 4 of them before I even start the layout. I need 4 more because what I want to do is some clusters, at least 3 clusters around her picture. So I'm going to move that aside, and then I'm going to cut out 4 hearts, and this paper is one of the HitKit exclusives, and I just fell in love with it because it's like purple is like my favorite color, and I thought it was perfect for my daughter's Easter when she was 5. And I'm pretty sure I scrapped one of her pictures before of Easter, but this one is her standing up with her dress. So that really caught my attention, and I wanted to create a layout, not for Easter, but just the fact that she was wearing a nice dress. So what I'm gonna do is I'm showing you here how I'm cutting, just simple cutting the die cut, the heart. And once I got 4 of them, I'm gonna assemble the hearts, in a circular motion to create the flowers. And I saw this on one of the HitKit members of the design team that they were doing them, and this one person, I'm not really sure who it was, but it stuck to my mind, the flower, how she made them, and I wanted to try it. I wanted to see if I could recreate those flowers, because I love flowers. Mostly all my Punch Out Thursdays are flowers, and it's because I love flowers, and I like to create flowers in different ways. And you know, in different ways that I can. So I got a bunch of die cuts of of flowers, but I wanted to create these, and I thought they were so cool the way that she did it with the hearts. So I'm going to be using that, and I'm also going to be using this punch right here to punch out some leaves for my flowers. And that is basically it. So I will keep cutting hearts to form, you have to cut 4 of them to form the flower. And this paper is like lighter and darker in the bottom and lighter on the top, and I thought it was gorgeous. So I am using that, and I got 3 flowers there, 3 hearts. I need 1 more. This little mini thing comes in handy. I got it from scrapbook.com, and I love it when it comes to little die cuts like this. And I don't need to take out my big old machine to do that. This is more convenient and faster, and that's it. Okay, so far I got those 4 flowers. I keep calling them flowers. They're hearts. And what you're going to do is, let me move this apart. Before I start my layout, I want to assemble the flower for you guys can see it. It doesn't take much. So what I want to do is, first I want to twist the flower just to make the petals come up. And I'm going to use darker and lighter, and some lighter, some darker, just to form the flower. So you would grab your glue, and I think I'm missing something. Let me see. I think it'll be much easier to punch out a circle on a, let's see. I know I got some scraps around here. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. It'll be much easier just to punch out a circle using the same color of the flowers and have them glue to the circle. So you grab your glue, you add a little bit of glue, and you grab your other petal. And you're going to form a circle. With all the petals. And I apologize if you hear any noise. It's my dog, and she is having a field day with her bone. Then you glue it down onto the circle. Okay, sorry about that. I had a phone call that I had to answer to. It is my niece, and she just got her puppy, and she had some questions, and to show me his new clothes. Okay, now here's the flower, and they come out so gorgeous, and I love it. The more you tilt them, thus the heart, the more the flower, the more it's gonna look like a flower. Okay? Now I'm gonna put some rhinestones in the middle. And I thought I had them right here, ready to go. I guess oh yeah, here it is. Here they are. These little babies right there. And I'm just gonna put a dab of glue and stick one of these gems in here. And that's it. Look at how pretty. You see? That is one of the flowers from my layout today. So that's all you have to do to assemble these flowers. So I will put you in fast forward and we'll finish up the layout with the rest of the flowers. Okay, we're gonna keep on doing these flowers with the hearts, each lighter than the other one, and I'm going to make 5 of them. And when I'm done, I am going to use the circle to put it underneath and make it more steady, more secure, and the hearts won't fall apart. And then I'm going to put the rhinestone in the middle of each one. Then I am going to use one of my punch leaves. I think I missed one more flower there. Yep, I have to make 4 more, or 2 more. And then I am going to bring in my punch of my leaves, and I'm gonna punch out leaves for these flowers. And see, you can make them as colorful as you want. I just wanted to go with the color purple and light purples. And so I went back and I did spray the paper, and I didn't like how it came out with the frame, so I decided to turn the stencil around and use it as a stamp. It didn't quite not come out that good, but I just kept working on it. So what I did was I added some of the Goldilocks. Oh yeah, these are the branding strips that I want to use, and I want to use them, and I'm using that punch, and I want to use them on the bottom and 2 of them on the top. But first I'm going to use the Goldilocks to add some gold, and then I decided to use the purple to hide that line that came out with the stencil. And I'm going to do some splatters of the gold and the purple, and then I'm going to dry it up with my heating gun just a little bit, and then I'm going to leave it to dry. Actually, yeah, I'm going to let it dry for a little bit, and then I'm going to mount my picture. So I cut my picture, trim it out, and I'm going to use another Hick Kit paper to mount the picture. I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to do I'm going to rip at the bottom just to make it look rough. And I'm also going to distress around it. Now that my background is dry, I am going to cut 1/2 inch on 2 sides because I'm planning on doing a border, which at the end of the video I did not put on, so I have to make sure that I do that because my layout's not 12 by 12. So I'm using the branding strips that I used with my punches, and I did 2 kinds, the hearts and the little loops, and it's the smallest one. So I added 2 purples and 1 pink, and on the top I'm gonna add a purple and a pink. I'm gonna turn off the edges and keep it steady there. There's my leaf, and I'm gonna cut out some leaves using another HitKit exclusive, and those are the leaves I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna back my photo with foam tape. Now this right here was a set of background or laser cuts, whatever you want to call it, that I found on Tuesday morning, and it was a whole pack of it, different kinds. So I'm going to use the same one, which I cut in half, and I used on the top and the bottom. And basically these are how my flowers are going to look, and the leaves, and then a couple more things that I want to add to it, like that heart and that little circle that says smile. So I'm gonna start gluing everything just the way you see it, and I need to add more foam to the back of the picture, and then I'm going to move a little bit everything and start gluing everything down to my background, starting with that background silhouette there that I forgot. Then I'm going to add some adhesive in the back, the glue one, because you know that nothing sticks to gesso. And then I'm going to start gluing the flowers and working on the leaves. And if you bend the leaves upwards in the middle, they look a little bit dimensional. Is that a word? Yeah, that's a word. I think. I'm not sure. Anyways, the top one's gonna have 2 and the bottom one's gonna have 1. And this one did not want to stick, so I'm holding it down a little bit there. And I'm gonna fold the leaves and add the leaves to that flower custom. Now I got these white, you barely can see them, but they are white stems, I guess, and leaves that I got in Christmas time, and I'm gonna add a couple of those because I was hoarding those and I need to use them up. But basically this is what my layout's gonna look like. I'm gonna add enamel dots, then I'm gonna add some, then I'm gonna look for the title. And I looked through all my stuff. I added a wood veneer little bunny just to remind me that that's Easter too. And I'm gonna use a title that I found on the HitKit. It says enjoy every moment. Then I'm gonna add some gold splatters, and that concludes my whole layout. I hope you guys like it. The still shots are coming up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to visit my friends from Punch Out Thursday to Die For.